Welcome to Life Between the Young Guy. I'm your host, Sid White, and this is the podcast where we discuss relations, mental health, finance, and other modern issues young individuals are impacted by. Enjoy. Welcome back to another episode. As you read by the title, we're going to be talking about how has music influenced the youth. And with that being said, I have three wonderful guests. I'll call my dear friends that are here with me to help me discuss this topic. I'm going to introduce Ian first. So, Ian, nice. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ian Young, and yeah, I'm Sydney's friend.
Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Ianis, I'm going to let you introduce yourself next.
Hello, my name is Ianis. I am a good friend of Sydney's. I'm happy to be here today because Sydney's a good friend of mine. He was present when I was going to school and he was very helpful. So it feels good to be here and be present on something that he's passionate about and to be supportive for him. So I'm excited for today's topic.
Thank you for that better introduction, Ianis. Very much appreciate it. I highly appreciate that. All right, Nick.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Nick. Probably the coolest out of the group. I know that I'm really someone Sydney looks up to often. He calls me sometimes and just asks for advice, and I'm happy to be someone that's there for my friends like that, you know.
Sure.
You need any session, just hit me up. You could book a session, we could figure it out, schedule, pricing based off of location and availability and such, you know. Just get in contact with me if you would like to talk. Just ask Sydney for my card.
Don't listen to this man. Do not listen to him at all. We appreciate the introduction, Nick. Thank you for introducing yourself. Much appreciated. All right, so I got some questions I'm gonna ask y'all, and we're gonna go with Ianis. She's gonna answer first. The first question is, what type of impact has music had on you? And don't you be truthful. Don't sugarcoat.
Well, music for me, for as long as I can remember just growing up, I've always enjoyed listening to music. Mm-hmm. I feel like it has brought out a lot of emotions. It takes me to a lot of places. You know, like sometimes when I feel like I need to disconnect or even through heartbreak, things like that. You know, it's helped me get through certain times in my life. So
Amen.
It had a major impact. It still continues to have an impact on my life.
Amen. Preach it. I like that. I appreciate that answer. All right. Yes, Nick. Yes, what would you like to say?
Does that not count as interrupting?
No, Nick, you raised your hand. What would you like to say?
No, I mean what you were
He's
doing.
talking about you.
I'm gonna have to edit so much out of this goddamn podcast.
Hypocrite right here.
God dang. No. Okay. Next. Ian, go next.
Okay. Music has played a huge role in my life. I'll be honest. My grandfather was in the music. My dad was in the music. I'm in the music. It just it plays a lot in my life. Just my normal day to day. Just listen to it all the time. How I feel. Certain songs when I feel a certain thing. You know, certain songs just make me feel a good way. It plays a huge part of my emotions. How I feel, and I listen to it all the time.
So you feel like that your dad had a huge impact when it comes to the music choices you have?
Yeah, 100%. He wasn't really big into the mainstream type sound, and so that's just what I grew up listening to.
I like that, bro.
So just like a lot of different things. He was always into different things.
I like that, and that's good diversity, and I appreciate that honest answer, man. It's very much respect. I like some people over here.
Okay,
Nick. But Nick, next.
He hasn't answered yet.
What's the type of impact music had on you, man? We would like to know.
Music, I feel greatly shaped who I am today. Especially Drake.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anytime I'm going through a rough part of my life, I can always pull out a Drake quote. I could pull out one now if you like.
Yeah, go for it. Yes, please entertain us.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yeah, me too. See you on.
Well, see, it's not that easy. Drake quote requires substance and context, and there's not too much going on here for me, so in a different situation, I could have pulled one.
I can pull out a Drake quote.
Oh, go ahead.
Said that shit, lesbian girl, me too.
So
I just feel like that applies in many different ways.
No, thank you. No, that was great. That was great.
Exactly.
So how come he was
affected him as a
You don't know what I've been through.
It hasn't, but he stated a quote that you couldn't state. So I mean, it kind of worked out.
Couldn't.
That don't relate to me either.
Okay, well, so answer the question then. How has it impacted you?
How has
other than Drake?
That specific quote or
just from a personal standpoint. How has it
influenced your life? What's the most impactful Drake quote you've had?
Just hold on, we're going home.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean to you?
Exactly.
Why? I mean, we going home.
I'm hearing it.
I know
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it.
What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you?
He just told us.
I just told you. I know where home is.
Huh. Okay.
Home. People, place. A feeling, a song, even. That's I know where home is. You know what I'm saying?
Home is everywhere music is, honestly, in my opinion. But no, I just agree with you.
I feel that. All right. How has music affected you?
Oh dang, yeah. I guess I should answer that myself, huh? Good question, Nick. Good question. Honestly,
thank you.
Music has definitely affected me. Has been a huge impact in my life, especially going through hard times. Either that or going through playing sports. Get that motivation in, or just you got certain type of music that just brings back nostalgia or certain memories that you've had. But yeah, it's definitely had a positive and negative impact on me. Which is normal. I mean, that's what music is.
Music helps you in your daily life, such as like going to the gym, traveling to and from work. Does it help out then?
100%. I mean, to be fair, I ride my scooter to work. It's like a minute away from my house, but so I don't really listen to music. But no, 100%. It definitely pushes me. No, it definitely pushes me in the gym though. Like in the gym, like from a gym aspect, bro. I compare myself to not listening to music and listening to music. How much weight that differs. Like, not trying to brag, but yesterday I did leg press. I did like 7 plates each side.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said, and that was I was listening.
Like
I was listening to Super.
Guy, but
you're an 8-plate guy.
Yeah, but you seem pretty impressive though.
Oh, is he? Can you actually do 8 plates? I'm actually curious.
Huh? Yeah.
My
legs are huge, ginormous. Nick could do 8 plates too.
All right, I see that. We'll see next month then. We'll see next month.
Bet.
Yeah, bet.
All right, bet. All right. Next question. What genre resonates with you the most? Hyannis, we're going to circle back to you. Which genre do you think it just gets that oomph out of you?
It's hard for me to choose just one genre because I have such a wide range of music. Each genre kind of provides something different. But if I had to pick just one that I feel like speaks to me the most, probably would have to be, I think, old school. I feel like that's closest to home for me. I think mainly because I grew up with, my grandparents raised me, so that's what I heard the most growing up. So I guess I'd probably have to say old school.
Now, when we're talking old school, are you talking about like 60s, 70s, 80s, in that era?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like that. See, you know Otis Redding then?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just making sure. Hey, just had to make sure.
Is there any artist in today's music industry that you feel like touches that?
That's a good question. No, I don't have anyone right now that I feel like gives me that old school vibe. Honestly, I know there's some. I would probably have to like circle into my playlist, but there isn't like an artist that I listen to faithfully that's like that I feel like has a whole album. If you can give me someone, Nick, that would be great. Like, do you know someone?
Yeah, I mean, if you got
No?
you don't have any no suggestions, nothing like that.
I do, but it would take me a long time to find her because I really can't remember her name.
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to look because I know there are artists today who are trying to bring back that old school feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd really have to look like into my playlist.
You got Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars?
Alex Ice. She's pretty good.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Bruno Mars. Ever since he came back with Uptown Funk, he ain't been the same Bruno Mars as he. He got caught in the room, and the man just decided to let the zest run rampant.
He let the so do you feel like it's because you just hate the song in general as to why you're feeling like this?
Yes, I hate Uptown Funk with a passion.
So do I.
Ian, you feel the same way?
I mean, I don't necessarily hate Uptown Funk. I mean, I don't like listening to it. It's just, I feel like that's just like an overplayed factor. Like, I don't just wake up in the morning and just say, "Oh, okay, we'll listen to some Uptown Funk, man." But I don't think it's a bad song.
Thank you. I agree with you. Like, it's not a bad song. Yet, was it overplayed during the time? Yes, 100%. But that's with any new song, though. Any new song is going to get overplayed. So no, I definitely agree with Ian. No offense to Ian, but you know, it is what it is. But back to Ian. Which genre has resonated with you the most?
Definitely R&B.
Yeah,
R&B soul. Not gonna lie, that's just what that's what I always come back to. Like, once everything's said and done. Like, I think I told y'all like a few weeks ago that like this year I've been on my rock indie rock type vibe, but it always circles back to R&B. That's just what resonates with me the most.
Yeah,
it's home. You know, it's what you know first in a sense. You know,
like Nick said, you know, just hold on, we're going home.
Oh my gosh. Mick, what are you doing?
It all comes back.
He sees it.
It all comes back.
It's all coming back. It's a loop. It's a loop.
He understands it now.
I understand it now.
You understand it now? Okay. Let's skip over this foolery that we're dealing with. All right. But I'll hop into these questions.
Nick didn't answer what genre he resonates with him.
I feel like he did. Did you? Did I not answer?
He didn't. No, bro. You just be leaving him out, bro.
Dang, my bad, Nick. My bad.
Like, if there's like a hierarchy, I get it.
Okay. Nick, which genre resonates with you the most, my friend?
Oh, are you asking me? Only my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
To be honest, I would have to say alternative or pop music.
Okay.
Because although oldies is what I grew up with, it was kind of overplayed, and I overplayed myself, really. Because like I hear it in the car and just start playing it. I got to skip it whenever I hear it now. So I just be overhearing it. But pop, or some people would say the white music, that kind of, oh, shoot.
No, I know the feeling. I was the same way. I was the same way, bro. Because I listen to pop myself. No, I don't blame you.
That's
I listen to pop myself.
Especially alternative. Especially alternative.
100%.
See, you like Imagine Dragons? Or have you heard of them?
Don't play with me, bro.
Oh, my bad. I just had to ask. You know,
That was a good rebuttal.
I mean, if you know them, you know.
That was a good word.
It's fine. That doesn't give you credit, bro. No, I definitely know how you feel when it comes to when the pop music and quote unquote white music. So, and I express myself with this. There's only certain people I can play that music around because I know they won't roast me about it.
For
But
sure.
then the other group, I know I'm gonna get roasted. I know I shouldn't be like that. I should just, play it regardless.
No,
But like,
no,
definitely not.
no. When I play music in my car, I base it off the audience. Now, when Ian gets in, I don't care because
Yeah, exactly. You got to listen to it.
ways.
You're gonna listen to it. It don't matter. You're gonna like
so
it.
if I was in your car, you would play a certain music,
Yes,
certain song.
actually,
Yeah,
I was gonna start a playlist for you, bud.
No, you can be yourself, man.
The other day, and I was rocking to it, and I was like, Sydney would eat this shit up.
But Sydney, see, his thing you also got to think about. Sometimes you just want to play music that matches with the audience, so that they like it's essentially like you're putting people on
to create a whole vibe in the car.
Yeah, it's a good whole vibe in the car, and they're like, man, this is amazing,
Because if it just hits for you, then they kind of just sitting. But if it hits, but if it resonates with everyone,
the whole car vibing, good vibes everywhere.
Okay, I can respect that. So we need that.
I feel like you can feel. I feel like when you have people in the car, you can feel when like they're not feeling the music you got playing.
Exactly.
Like
100%.
So like imagine I was riding out with Sydney, and then we're just listening to Ride Wave the entire ride for like an hour.
Yeah.
You're getting Swiss cheese right after.
Yeah. See, don't get me wrong. Rodway, he's a cool person, bro. But it's just too pressing for me, man. I don't know. It's like,
yeah, for you, bro.
No, like if I'm in a certain mood, then yeah.
In my bag. What is it?
I don't know. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm being straight up. But that was so funny. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. So
I feel like the space in your car can also change based off of who your passenger seat driver is.
Oh
yeah, 100%.
Because what makes you think that?
Like a good example of it would be Ian and I. Sometimes our friend group, we take trips, and there are times when I wasn't in the passenger seat, and just the vibe in the car was a little different. Okay, I don't like what you're doing, buddy.
No. I'm not getting on you. Like I'm agreeing with you. No, because like you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'll be sitting there. Like I'd say I'm gonna pat myself on the back when I be in the passenger seat. Me and Ian gonna talk for sure, but I can at least turn and try to engage with the back seat. Other people per se are not so good with that. So
yeah,
it's more
I feel like you're trying to call somebody out. Are you trying to call someone out?
No. We don't do that around here.
No,
but like like per se, like if you're like driving like a 2-hour drive.
If you know, you know.
Driving a 2-hour drive at like 12 o'clock in the morning, and your passenger is dead sleep for the entire 2 hours.
I feel like y'all throw shade at each other. I feel like
it really changes the vibe of the car, man, and the driver.
Yeah, are y'all okay? Y'all need to talk about something?
We good.
Oh, yeah. We know exactly what we're talking about.
We know exactly what we're talking about.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to move on then. Definitely. Okay. One question. First question.
First.
Like I said, be honest. Oh, these are the general questions I'm going to ask y'all. The first two were personal questions.
Oh, right? God.
But now we're talking different. Be quiet, Nick. No, these are from a broader perspective, right? On how you perceive others, not yourself. But so we're going to start with the first one. Do you think young people listen to certain music just to fit in with their peers? Why or not? Nick, you going first?
That's a good question, actually. For those that don't know, I work in a high school. I'm sort of like a co-teacher. I kind of just float around classrooms. And being that close to the teenagers, I see it all the time. There's a kid that walks in wearing Jordans, some tight purple jeans, and a cropped t-shirt, got on the Nike ski, everything, right? And he got beats on his head, banging, walking, bobbing his head. I walk up to him, take the beats off his head, put them to my ear, and it's like Lana Del Rey playing or something. Or it's a kid that dresses completely different, like, I don't know how to put it. Like he's wearing like flare jeans, with just like colorful clothing, like just he looks different from the crowd. And then you grab his headphones and he listening to an artist you don't even know, and that nigga just screaming into the microphone
like
about
Cash
taking
Cobain.
guts out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can't really dictate who's listening to what based on what that kid is wearing. So
What they're
I do
wearing
agree with you
or
on
what
that.
they look like.
No, 100%.
Definitely not.
Like it's kind of like I don't know if you guys seen it on YouTube. It's like when the music video doesn't match the actual song.
Yeah, that's
It's kind of in that sense. But no, definitely I feel like even in my high school, because I went to the same school Nick was teaching at, is teaching at, and most people would think, what was that for, Ian? What was that for?
Huh? No, continue talking. I didn't interrupt you.
No. What was that for, huh?
Continue talking.
Okay. As I was saying.
Tell your story.
Yes, thank you. But people would think, like, since I dress a certain way, I used to dress like a coach because I used to wear athletic clothes all the time.
What you mean used to?
What do you mean by that?
Sydney switched it up. Sydney switched it up. He was like,
he does wear casual wear now, but I'd say a majority of the stuff he wears is still like
athletic
look
stuff.
now.
A coat that puts it on.
Got the Nickelodeon. They got the Nickelodeon sweatshirt. No,
Nickelodeon,
Hey Arnold.
Hang on. Sydney,
Hey Arnold team.
What are those?
Oh, these are the pants that Ian gave me. See?
Oh wow.
See?
And I ain't gonna lie, he got that shit on.
Okay, we're done talking. Back
Got
to your story. You went to the school.
Oh yeah. So back during that time, I used to just like athletic. So kids would assume that I listened to like a lot of motivational music or a lot of hype music or like rap music, which I did at the time, obviously. But they also didn't know. And don't roast me for this, but back then I used to listen to Taylor Swift a lot. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, I don't know why, but I did. She was she was pretty hot. But
what's wrong with that, bro? Grammy nominated.
No, see, exactly. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for not judging me, like somebody over here looking down at me. Yeah, you, Nick. Anyway, Ayenis, we can go to you. I'm gonna answer the question again. Ask the question again. Let me say that one more time. Do you think young people listen to certain music just to fit in with their peers?
I feel like it kind of goes back to what Nick said. That's kind of a hard question to answer. I feel like people very much still, I guess young. I feel like no matter what age you are, whatever, people still listen to the music that they are drawn to. I feel like it kind of just goes back to like if you're in the car with people, you put on a certain genre based on who's around. I don't think you're necessarily being influenced by your peers. I don't know. That's a hard question for me to answer because I don't really know. I feel like they're drawn to a certain genre today, but I don't think people necessarily like change their music taste based on their peers.
So you don't think they don't change their music taste or force themselves to listen to a certain type of music just to be one of the cool kids, or like, oh, I listen to this too.
I don't think that. No.
There are definitely kids who do though, because I know there are some.
Yeah, people do.
And be like, nah, this is straight garbage. No offense to him, but like, no smoke, no smoke.
Exactly.
Like, then if his homeboy and all the rest of his homeboys like, yo, this is tough. I mean, I would have a problem being the one saying this is straight dog shit. But some people wouldn't be comfortable doing that, so they're gonna listen anyway.
You see, that's the thing though. We're talking from a young person's perspective. So therefore, when you're in high school or in that stage of your life, you care what people think of you and you care how they perceive you. You kind of want their approval, so you'll do anything and everything just to get that say so, in a sense. Obviously, now we're out of high school, we don't care at all. Like,
whoa.
When I was in high school, I didn't care.
What?
Listen to what I wanted to.
I am highly offended
today.
Sorry, what'd you say, Ayenis?
Yes, say it again.
No, I said when I was in high school, I didn't necessarily care, but I don't know more so about the kids today. Like I said, I feel like the kids today are drawn to a certain genre, but I don't know if they're being influenced by their peers. Of course, naturally, some people aren't influenced by others to fit in, but I can't speak for the majority.
I could definitely say I was one of those kids. I'd say I'm still a person who is heavily affected by other opinions.
No, yeah, I am to this day, actually, which is pretty weird. But, you know, honestly, what was that for, Ian?
No, well, you don't
You
have
guys
to
see
act
that?
weird. There's nothing weird about it. You don't have to
No, no. You're not going to do this.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He asked me.
It's not even a question. Look at him.
Why you rolling your eyes?
He's doing the slut shoulder thing.
Oh, bro, it's a big hoodie or zip jacket. It's a big jacket.
Wait.
It does its own thing.
Oh, is that the case? Okay. Well, thank you for that, Ian. Highly appreciate your insight. And obviously, Ian, I'm asking the same thing, my brother. Do you think young people listen to certain music to fit in with their peers?
To my knowledge, I don't think it's as prominent as I feel like it was back in the day. I feel like with social media, people kind of push alternative music more now to where you don't have to listen to like hard rap to fit in with your friends. But I definitely do think that there is an influence when you like hang around certain people who want to listen to like one type of genre. I definitely think there's a huge influence of like what you listen to, like how often you listen to it, and like, you know, like what you bring to like the table as like a friend group. Like, hey, oh, y'all heard this song? Or like, oh yeah, this song is hard. But then we go home, we listen to some different type of music, and you just be like, man, this is really good. But I don't feel like it's as prominent now with like, you know, my brother, like having a sibling in like high school, because he pretty much listens to whatever he wants to listen to. But of course, when he's with his friends, I'm not certain that he's listening to everything that he likes to listen to, but he definitely still likes it. But I don't think that's not what he like brings to like the friend group.
So you're saying that,
but he definitely has friends who do listen to the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So what you're saying is, and I think if I'm understanding correctly, so when he's by himself or like whatever he's doing, listen to music. He listens to the music he likes. But when he's with his friend group, he basically listens to music that everyone can tolerate in a sense, or like everyone can agree with of liking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I was very excited to hear Ian's opinion, because I feel like his brother is a great example, not because he tries to change himself to the norm, but because I feel like when he was younger, music-wise, he was heavily influenced by Ian. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to see how from there he's kind of streamed off into his own thing.
Yeah.
I like
that.
But
like I'd say his version of home is coming back to his brother's genre of music, or like what he's comfortable listening to with his brother, because I feel like that's just what he grew up listening to. That's what he's used to.
So what you're saying is you feel like Ian obviously had an impact on what his brother listens to and his music style, but at the same time, you still got to explore your own options, right? See what you like, so it fits you. So you kind of blossom into his own path. But at the end of the day, he's still going to have that big brother to rely on when it comes to that.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Dang, look at that. See that, Ian? Looking out for you, bro.
Yeah, I see it.
No, you're good.
I didn't mean it like that.
It's okay. It's the bromance. It's the bromance.
What?
But no, none.
Like,
do you not think so? Okay, I guess not.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I mean, like, you could say whatever you want to say. Like, I'm just saying, when like an alien ship is about to explode, we know who's staying together.
We know who's staying on which side of the door.
Exactly. I'm solo. As in I would risk my life.
No, you wouldn't.
To save all.
You wouldn't.
Y'all. Well, it'll be Ian's first, then y'all.
Tell him again. Hell no. You cap, boy.
I'm dead
And that
serious.
shit went down. And I said I was going to sacrifice myself, Sydney. You want to know who stepped through that door with me?
Who?
My goddamn brother.
Amen. Amen.
Don't amen that.
When we turned around and we looked back and we said, who's going to join us? You want to know what you did, Sydney?
What happened? What did I do? What did I do?
Close the door. I think they're telling us to close the door.
It's an evil world we live in.
Hold up. I would never do that, bro. I would put my life on the line to save you.
Oh yeah, because that's exactly what happened.
That's for anybody to care about. That's for
easier said than done, buddy.
Yeah, that's for you. That's exactly what happened.
That's for you. I'm serious. I got y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, I'm moving on because y'all some bums. Now, yes, you are. Now, Iannis, I'm gonna start with you on this question once again. In your opinion, do you think music can cause mental health issues? And if so, how? And if not, why do you think not?
Are you starting with me?
Yeah.
Don't start with me, please.
Don't start with you? All right. We're going to start with you, Nick.
I think that's a very funny question.
Okay. No, please voice your opinion as to why.
Because hearing you say it like that, I believe your question was, do I believe that music affects mental illness?
No. So the question was, can music, in your opinion, can music cause mental health issues? If yes, how so? And if not,
okay. Yeah, that's the part that makes me laugh. Because when you say cause mental health issues,
well, okay, maybe I should rephrase that better.
You listening to Taylor Swift, and then all of a sudden, yo, I am Taylor Swift.
Okay, well, actually, there are some people out there like that who are extreme fans. You said I don't get it.
I said identity crisis.
Oh yes, 100%. So there are
though.
You said I don't get it.
I said identity crisis.
Oh yes, 100%.
So there are though.
Oh, you do. How many of them are like that?
Just one.
Is he on the car right now?
No.
I like he looked up so quick. He's like, wait, what? Okay, so do you think it causes like health issues when it comes to like maybe let's just say Michael Jackson, right? We can 100% agree say that he was one of the greatest to ever do it, if not the greatest to ever do it, pop wise, from a pop singer's perspective. I'm not saying all genres, right? And obviously, you had fans that would go crazy for this man, literally, right? So, do you think, in your opinion, should a person be that obsessed with another human? And should it, I guess, I don't know, influence them to become a different version of themselves, which also leads back to the mental illness?
I do believe that because I'd say music touches a person sometimes deeper than words can. And I'll say I feel that certain parts of my personality are kind of picked up from things that I saw, people that I met, things that I looked up to, people that I looked up to, something that I thought was cool. Maybe I just picked that up and made it part of my personality. And I think it's okay to an extent for you to be obsessed with a musical artist like that. Like, I would say I love Brent Faiyaz, but I don't mean that I would just run up to Brent Faiyaz, hug him, and give him a kiss on the cheek and be like, bro, I love you, dog, and put my arm around him. But if I saw him, I'd be like, yo, huge fan, I love your music. I don't love him. That twin
I don't even know the guy.
I love his music. Sound like a good guy to me, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a phenomenal guy, you know?
Yeah.
So, no, I definitely...
I would know.
As I was saying...
Oh!
I ain't trying to get copyrighted. Hold on now. Don't start singing. Hey. No.
What's left of
Okay.
us?
No more singing. No singing. No singing. But what do you think to that question, Ian?
I don't think that music can. I don't think it can cause mental health issues. I feel like people who act like that over music, I feel like that's a personal problem. That they just. I'm just being honest. I feel like it's a personal thing that they then apply to music. Like parasocialness, that's not the artist's fault. He's doing what they like to do, or either or their job, which is to make music. Okay. This is how they feel, or this is what they do. It's not up to the artists they don't raise people. This is for themselves that they give to people, and then people then give back to the artists.
So basically, you're blaming the parents for the upbringing of the child.
No, I'm not blaming. I'm blaming the parents. I'm blaming the parents. But parents can play a role into it, but like that, like 100%. The parasocialness, all that, that's just a personal problem. Like music, like good music is something that like touches like the soul in a realistic perspective, and like you feel it, and you be like, wow, like I really hear what they're saying, or like just like finding out like when music like really hits you, like it could be something that like you've gone through and maybe you don't have anyone to talk to about, and then there's an artist who's like, oh yeah, like I've been through that same thing, this is how I feel, and you're like, whoa, that's how I felt. Like it's just something that like relates to you, and that's like what good music is. Or something that like is unrelated to you, but you're like, oh, like if that happened to me, maybe I would do the same thing. Or just like, oh, I hear what this dude's saying. But like to the aspect where you're like stalking them and like you want to become them, and you're like, I am Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like that's just a personal issue that they're just applying to music. That's not something that music causes for them, and that's not artists aren't out there putting in hypnosis and subliminal messages within the music. That's just something that people do, and then they blame it on the music. And like, well, if you want to listen to all that rap, that Chief Keef and all that.
Hey, Chief Keef go hard though. I'm just saying, Chief Keef, bang bang, bang bang. Just saying, because I used to listen to him, during like 2012. That's when he was really hype. Yeah, he was fire. I shouldn't have been listening to him. I was 10 years old, but
yeah. So was Chief Keef.
He was. I think he was 20 something. I think he was like 18 probably at the time.
Yeah, he was probably like 15.
Okay, I wouldn't say that now, but he wrote that at that age. But I'm gonna circle back to you, Ionis. You ready to answer that question?
Yeah. Can I get the question again?
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Do you think? Well, I guess I should rephrase it myself. Can music cause mental health issues, or do you think music can persuade a fan to want to become too much like their idol, or like become just obsessed with them, in a sense, if that makes sense?
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. I feel like if it gets to that point, you're idolizing someone. I don't feel like we should be idolizing celebrities. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
But
hold on, can you repeat everything you just said? Because I heard nothing.
Chief Keef was 17 in 2012.
Be quiet.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like that just goes back to idolizing someone. I don't feel like we should be idolizing a celebrity. So I feel like I'm kind of having, I'm struggling with this question, because what are we really talking about when it comes to mental health? Like what? Like
so
how
okay, I'll give you an example. So we all know one of the GOATs, Eminem, right? Slim Shady, right? I don't know if you guys heard this, huh?
Okay.
The music, not the music, the song Stan featuring Ditto. I don't know if you guys watched the video, but that song was basically about Eminem having a crazy fan. Like he wanted to be like him. He idolized him. This man literally, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but it was to a point where he drove his girlfriend off the bridge, killed him and his girlfriend. And this
is in the video, right? This is just
the video. Those happened in real life.
Oh,
I feel like stuff like that, you had to have a mental illness that stems from something totally different for it to get to a point where to do something like that because of a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like there's already some mental health issue going on inside for it to get to that point. If that makes sense. I don't feel like it's necessarily the music, but it could be. I'm just stating my opinion. Because I was even thinking, when you listen to music, you know, have you guys heard of like when people say you're sad and you just listen to sad music, and it's almost like you're making yourself more sad? Like that's what I'm kind of thinking of when we're talking about this. Because I know people who have gone so deep into like depression because of that. Like they're already sad, and then you're listening to sad music, and you're kind of just, you know what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying?
No, 100%. So, and you know, and that sadness can turn into depression.
Yeah, into depression.
And clinical depression and severe.
Yeah, but yeah, I do feel like people definitely go crazy when it comes to these celebrities. You know, they want to be them, they idolize them. Yeah, and it becomes an issue. But I feel like there has to be some mental illness already inside for it to get to any severe point.
No, I agree 100%. No, I agree with you to a certain extent. But no, thank you for sharing your output. Yeah. That's very sweet.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yes, go ahead, Nick.
I forgot.
Oh, well, if Nick's not going to say it, I'm going to say it. I am a personal believer that listening to sad music when you're sad is a good thing.
Thank you. Okay. That's what it was. I love that feeling.
Yes. I knew exactly what you were about to say. That's all I was like.
Me too, because I am a firm believer. If I'm sad, heartbroken, I have to listen to sad music to get through that sad moment. I'm just saying, for other people, it might be different.
Yeah, no, true. Because there are some people who have told me like they don't do that. But like when I'm sad, I listen to sad music, and then that's when I listen more to the lyrics, and I'm just like, man, like they get me
because you can resonate. Yeah,
exactly. If nobody got me, they got me. And then I'm cool. I'm straight.
Yeah, 100%.
So what you're saying is, when let's just say you're in a depressive state, or you're in a sad state right now, or the bad mood, so you will purposely listen to that certain vibe of music, to make you more sad.
Yeah, because I'm more of a fan of tackling the feeling than just pretending it's not there.
And running from it. Yeah.
I love just sitting. I just like sitting in my sadness. Because I feel anger a lot, but I don't really. I'm not going to say I just don't feel sadness, but I'd say me having a chance to actually just sit and appreciate the fact that I even feel that emotion. I don't get to do that often. And that's nice to just sit there in sadness.
And just, belittle yourself.
Belittle myself?
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm fine as hell. No.
Okay.
No.
You're like, damn, I'm sad. I'm a sad boy.
No.
Sad boy. It's crazy.
You're not a sad boy. You're a happy boy. No. Are you not a happy boy? Who's a good boy?
Okay. Before we go further,
what are you doing?
Okay. No, before we go further, can I take a quick break? My dad he's blowing on my phone. I need to take this call real quick.
Yeah, you good, bro. I can pause it. All right, we're back with we're in a mission. I don't know what it was. It was very unplanned and unorganized because of Ian. But yeah. No, let's give him crap. We're back though. We're back. But yeah, we have one more question that I'm going to ask these three wonderful people, and I'm going to start off with Ayanda's first. And that question is: does music have impact on the culture? And that could be when it comes to fashion, the way we treat others, the way we speak, how we act, things of that nature. So, give the plate to you.
I definitely do believe that it has had, and it currently does have impact on our culture. For example, like for today, I feel like especially in fashion, even the younger kids today, they're wearing designer. They want to wear everything that the celebrities are talking about and what they're wearing. I feel like that has a lot to do with social media, not just music, but yeah, the things they speak about in their songs, especially with rap as well. Female artists and the men, the girls want to be like a lot of these female celebrities, and the boys want to be like these rappers. So yeah, definitely, I do believe that it has a big impact on our culture, and a lot of the kids today are really influenced. But I don't want to just say the kids.
No, yeah,
A lot of adults as well.
yeah. No, parents plays a huge part in that as well because they have. I mean, yes, is it more challenging to kind of limit what your child sees, considering we're living in a technology world? Yes, but there's still some things they can do to prevent some of the things that the kids are seeing or watching. You don't think so, Nick?
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, well, okay, fine. I
It's
mean,
like
you're
a certain,
shaking.
it's like a certain vibe that like you're missing. Like, continue.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, turn your mic on. Yeah, do that.
No, me and Nick already decided that that's not the move.
It's not it. It's not the move. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, as I was saying, but I do feel like that parents can still prevent some of the things that their kids are seeing, especially when it comes to fashion or the type of music they're listening to and how that impacts the way they perceive the world in a sense. But no, definitely agree with you on that. Appreciate that insight. Ian, what do you think, buddy?
100%. I 100% think music plays a huge role in the culture and influences the culture in a way similar to what Ayana said. I've always felt like that music and fashion go hand in hand. But I also think music itself is also influential to the younger eye. But like you said, it's kind of hard for parents to limit that exposure on what they listen to, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But, I feel like that does play a different role depending on what type of music you're listening to and depending on what you like, what you want to be or what you think is cool. While also listening to music, there are certain artists who talk about things that aren't the best things, but they make it seem cool. So then people are like, okay, like this is what's cool. If I want to be cool, I got to do this. But then it also comes with like just understanding, because a lot of these artists don't even do what they talk about, but they know that that's what's going to get people. That's what's going to draw people. That's what's going to make the money.
That's true. So, at the end of the day, it's a business. At the end of the day,
yeah, it is.
Oh, Nick, yes.
I got that whoop it in my body.
Ah, gosh.
Y'all not hearing them, but I'm hearing them.
Is that all you wanted to say?
Oh, my response is I definitely agree what the previous two speakers said, and I think it heavily influences the culture. Lots of things are changing. I mean, music is stepping way outside of its original lane. I feel like at first, not even at first, it's still a way of people expressing themselves, but it's becoming widely used, like politics. Why is Kamala Harris stepping out? Why is Donald Trump stepping out to Eminem? Like stuff like that is happening. Boxing matches, people are walking up, people having little baby walk them to the ring. Since you look back at Mike Tyson videos, he never have freaking Michael Jackson walking next to him while he's walking up to the ring. Just the music.
Beat it. I'm sorry. Continue.
This nigga.
I had to, bro. I had to. Continue, though. Continue.
But yes, I feel it heavily influences the culture. Another thing that it's heavily influencing is society's standpoint on homosexuality. Like, I feel like I want to say that certain artists definitely paved the way and opened that up for the community.
Shout out Lil Nas.
I'm sorry. Can you
to widen it and make it more accepting for people to be who they are? Like, the school I work at is in a looked down upon area, and while there are children there who aren't necessarily act like what people would think they do, that's just how the society views them. And so you would think going in like, oh, hey, they're not going to be cool with homosexuality, they're
Right.
transphobic, all that. Hell no. I'll say the most kind of scuffle I see between somebody that is of the community and somebody is not,
Mm-hmm.
is if it's beef between two people for a reason though. That like it's not just, oh, I ain't gonna mess with him because he a little sweet. No, it's like, oh, I ain't gonna mess with him because when I was yelling at the teacher, he wanted to yell at me and tell me to shut up. Why he telling me to shut up? Then the whole, oh yeah, you gay, now hush your mouth thing comes into it. But I start off at a point, and it's kind of like a graph, a parabola.
Okay. Oh, somebody's been paying attention.
And it's just gone downhill from there. We're at the bottom of the U right now.
Right.
Question is, how long do you think? My question to you is, can we get from that? And if so, how can we get from the bottom back to the top? If that makes sense. Well, okay.
Well, I was more just saying that I was rambling and it was going nowhere, but y'all thought I was making a deeper point, and I was going to try to carry that on.
I was wondering how you were going to bounce that off. And when Cindy said, I was like, I don't know if that correlates.
I couldn't drag that.
But in a sense, it does, because let's just say, like back in the 90s, right? Music was the stuff, right? So in the parabola, it was at the top, right? But over time, music has had a certain influence on the culture, so now it's going down, and it's at the bottom of that U. So my question is, what steps can we take, or what can we do to bring that culture back up to the other side?
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I don't believe that,
because I think
music right now is at a
high. Okay,
music heavily impacts
on the culture, like of kids doing things. Okay, I'm not saying. Let me explain this. No, let me explain this. So I'm not saying music has gone down at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about. Well, I mean, you got Sexy Red, so it kind of did. But
what does that mean?
Whoa.
I mean,
it's sexy.
What you saying about sexy?
Bro, come on, bro. Little girls should not be listening to my Beho Brown.
Understandable.
Yeah, but that also goes back to what we were saying about, like,
that's about
just influence, like how like social media and what you put your kids around, because like I said, it is, like you said, it is hard with social media existing. It is hard to say, hey, don't listen to that, because then you're going to school. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the bad things that I found out about was from me going to school. Like, you can't get away from that. Like, I'm not at home.
Away from that, gang.
I'm not at home walking around and then my mom is like listening to like something, and I'm like, oh, what's that? I'm at home, my parents are chilling, and then I go to school and someone's like, hey, like, you know who Sexy Red is? And then I'm like, oh no, who's Sexy Red? And then, like, stuff like that is hard, but do
you know about
but like, no, like it's which there definitely are parents who do play that around their children, and that's what their children is doing. And so that definitely is a thing. There definitely is like an influence in that sense.
Yes, I agree. Sorry for that. We just had to Nick's still here. Just had to let him go. But continue. Yes.
But no, this nigga is so dumb, bro. But no, like, that's just like a thing that can be controllable, and if it's not controllable, stop. If it's not controllable, then you just have to do your best to like cushion it, I guess.
No, 100%, and I agree with you. So back to that then. What steps can we take to improve the in your opinion, what do you think? As far as
that, I can only speak from my opinion, and I can only speak from experience. But for what helped me personally is just what my parents necessarily put in front of me, and just being surrounded by that. Because school is something that you do all the time, But when you're not at school, you're at home, or you're with your family, or for the most part, for some people, sometimes it's not like that. But with that sense, it's just whatever that you're surrounded with the most. Like what like my family plays, like what my dad plays, my mom plays, what like my cousin plays, all the other stuff. And then the school stuff is just like extra stuff that you deal with that can influence you and can play a big part in your life. But I'm going to always gravitate towards like I said at the start of the podcast. At the end of the day, I'm always gravitate towards what he listened to, and how I grew up.
Upbringing.
I
said a lot of it's upbringing, kind of just piggybacking off of what Ian said.
Yeah.
No, 100%. No, and I agree. Because at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, we can listen to all this cool stuff and get influenced by, what we're listening to, but we're still going to have the roots, like you said, from back home. And why do you look so confused when I said that?
I don't have anything else to say.
That's real.
I wasn't going to say nothing.
That's real. If we do want to bring up a point, I do feel like the industry right now is at a sort of a low from my perspective. I wasn't alive back then to say what they had going on now, but I do feel like it's a lot of artists right now, and I feel like it started a long time ago from like me like watching interviews and stuff, but I do feel like there's a lot of artists right now who aren't in the game for the necessarily right reasons, if that makes sense.
So you're thinking, so let's put it like this. So you're saying artists back then, right? They did it because one, it was the only way out for them, right? Financially for their families. And plus they had a reason to do it. They had a voice because most of it is what they lived. But you're saying nowadays people are just doing it for the clout or for the money, just for the fame.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. It's and that's why a lot of like the new music all sounds similar because people because people are just like, oh, like this is what's in right now. And then they just get into the studio.
Yeah.
And they just make a similar sound. And then it just goes huge.
They're all talking about the same thing. Anybody's really becoming famous at this point. Like, there's no originality at all.
I agree. I mean, look at Ice Spice. I mean, the only reason she's as popular as she is because the way she looks and her figure. Now, we both know if she wasn't. No, if we both know if she wasn't attractive.
I don't know that. I do not know that.
Okay, let's be real.
I do not know that. I'm going to say, at first, when Ice Spice popped out, I was a hater. Because I was like, bro, y'all just hyping because of her body. Then I listened to her. I heard some of her songs, and I was like, you know what? I can understand how somebody would like this. Now, I will say I've met a lot of dudes who just be like, yo, she bad. And I'm like, she okay. But like, the music, though, how you feeling? They ain't got nothing to say about the music. So I feel like a majority of her fan base right now, not a majority, holy cow, but
majority is crazy.
Some of her fan base is just people, not even just men, just people that find her attractive and went with it. But I'd say that's a lot of artists. Some people don't like Tyler's music and just find him attractive.
Yeah, or they just like what he does.
Vid and started liking Drake.
Yeah,
Sorry, you saying?
No, you're the one talking. But yeah, no, I definitely 100% feel like there are people like that who are tributes. But personally, I am a fan of her music. Now, her album, not gonna lie, wasn't the biggest fan.
She put out an
album. Wasn't the biggest fan of the album, but her singles that she drops, amazing. I'm personally a fan.
I just think songs are catchy. I can't say I'm necessarily a fan.
That's true.
But I'd say, some people just realize, I'm not good at making verses and stuff. But one thing I can make is a good hook that grabs people's attention. And I think that her capitalizing off that is just good strategy.
Yeah, it's great strategy for her, right? But bad strategy for the youth. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it turns around of not actually producing music that can resonate with her listeners, but it's to make money off of them. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, at the end of the day, everything revolves around money. But if you're just going into the music business for that sole reason, you might want to double check yourself. That's all I'm saying. But don't get me wrong, she's a beautiful woman, Sexy Red, beautiful woman. But
all right.
nah. Okay. No, that's. I was trying to gravitate towards something else. Thank you. Okay, but what I was saying is just because they're perceived as attractive women to most people doesn't mean that they're good at the music that they produce. And half of them don't even produce it. They got ghostwriters like Drake. But we gonna
and Caribou.
Don't talk about Drake now.
Let's see you write something. Say it. What okay. was the last top 100 Billboard?
Okay.
I'm not a musical artist.
I
am an inspired actor. Okay, that is different.
Also, I do want to put out that there's nothing wrong with making fun music. I don't think every single song. Exactly. I don't think every single song has to be something that resonates with my heart. It can resonate with my brain, and I just be like, "This is a pretty fun song, and I enjoy it."
I agree.
Yeah, or like Ice Spice. Back to Ice Spice.
Baby Shark.
Think you the shit, bitch. You're not even the fart. That's just that to me. That's just a fun. That song is just a fun song, and I think it's hilarious. And that shit is hard.
Oh, you know what though? Because I'd say they've kind of flipped it. Because you remember at one point, gimmick artists used to be a thing. Like Doja Cat and Lil Nas X are both gimmick artists. Came up off a joke, and then showed people like, "Yo, I'm really good at this music shit though."
Yeah, and I'm really into this, and like they sing like from the heart, and they're like, "This is what I like to make," and like it's good. It's really good.
So what Sydney's saying is Ice Spice did the opposite. She came up off a joke and hasn't shown people that she can make music.
From what I've seen personally, no, she hasn't.
One of those people.
What type of people?
Just make that the whole clip. Put that on TikTok.
Yeah, you're one of those.
I'll just put this specific part on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So that was the thumbnail.
You want it to be.
I think Ice Spice is really good at making like fun music that I enjoy. Like it doesn't resonate with me. Similar to Sexy Red, Sexy Red don't resonate with me. I'm not necessarily of that genre.
I'm not in that audience, but
I'm a straight male.
I'm a Sexy Red. What that got to do with it?
Yeah, but say.
I mean, like shit. I don't fight for my respect. I fight for dick. Like I don't sing that shit top of my lungs, but that's not how I feel in real life. That shit hard though.
Okay. Thank you for that insight, Ian.
Okay. It was a conversation I was having last night because I was singing Glorilla at a party.
Oh, wow.
And I was talking to my homeboy and he was like, "Bro, no, I can't sing that because like I'm not singing that. Like I don't have a nigga. Like I'm not into niggas." But I was like, "Shit, I don't give a fuck. Like that shit is hard." Okay, I see I'm not resonating with the crowd. Somebody's gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, "I get what he's saying."
I understand.
You know where I live, bro.
And I do understand what you're saying. You're just funny. Your boys are funny.
Thank you for that. 100%, man.
I would just say, me personally,
I resonate.
Problem? No. Off of what Ian's talking about, I don't know what he's talking about. My problem today with the artists today, I don't know. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the music that's out today. I feel like the issue is a lot of people don't have a mind for their own. So there's nothing wrong with vibing to this music and enjoying it. Like sometimes I bump some music that I don't necessarily agree with. Sometimes it's really just the beat for me. It's just about not allowing this music to influence me and who I am, you know?
Yes, yes.
There's some things that maybe Ice Spice, Lotto, Sexy Red may say, but that doesn't mean that's necessarily who I am. Like I'm gonna go do these things outside of me listening to this song, you know? And I feel like that's the difference between maybe people like me or like us, our generation, and the kids today. They're really feeling like, hey, I gotta go do these things, you know, so I can be like her. So they're very highly influenced. And I think that's the only problem with the music that's being made today. not only female artists, but the men as well. A lot of
men do it too.
Young boys are really going out and doing these things that are being talked about in these songs, and it's just, I don't know, it's just insane to me. I'm worried about the youth, so I think they're just
what you just said. I definitely agree, because I'm a person, I listen to a wide variety of music. Just yesterday, I was cruising, enjoying my day, listening to a Pow Pow Pew Pew song.
Yeah.
And it I ain't gonna lie, it's some of that hard shit, boy. Yeah. Like, I get excited listening to it. Like, when he say, "I'll be smiling under my ski when I take a nigga life," bro, I'm sitting right there in my seat. Yeah.
Hold up now.
No, that's not for me. But I damn sure love to rap about that. Yes, sir.
So you live in a fake lifestyle then, huh?
Don't do that.
They might be living a fake lifestyle. I just saw an interview.
Right.
You don't know though. I just saw an interview with the.
Okay.
You're right. Some people are.
3v5.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 5.
Okay.
What are you, Iron Man?
Okay, I hear you. But I was saying some of them are there. Like I just saw an interview with Lil Tecca, and then the interviewer was basically talking about like how he doesn't live his raps, and then his response was, "Okay, but like when somebody makes a movie or a TV show, like are they living that, or is that just like entertainment?"
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's just such a good point.
Exactly. I mean, Lil Tecca don't live his raps, but he rap what he rap, and people love it, and he does it good.
Hell yeah, I'm a big Tecca fan.
And they be like, this shit hard. But he not out there
2019
doing all this stuff. But he know how to make it sound good.
No, yeah, I don't. Okay, yeah, okay. To a certain extent, I agree with that, because not all rappers are trying to portray themselves as like, oh, I did this, I had to go through this, or I grew up in this, right? So some rappers do. Some rappers just do that because they know that's what's hot right now, and they just turn it into their own little facade, I guess, and produce it and release it, and it gets thousands and millions of views. So that's marketing, and I'm not hating on that. But if you're lying in your songs and saying like, "Hey, I did do this," well, you know, you grew up on Zebulon. I'm like, come on now. Oh no, not you!
That was crazy.
My bad. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, Zeb, niggas still sweet cheese, yo.
Okay. But no, I definitely hear what you're saying. But I also feel like that to put it with something, I also feel like that also goes with what Ionis was talking about, where, you know, you just have to know the difference between you and what's being said.
100%. 100%. Question is it ever going to change? We don't know, I guess. I guess we'll find out. You think so?
I'd say a good example of that is Ian. Not this Ian, but
the white boy.
Yeah. White Ian. Because listening to his music, if you aren't listening to the words, you'd be like, yo, he rapping about some hard stuff, and then you see him and you like, what he know? But if you actually like listen to the words, like, bruh ain't saying he from this neighborhood. He ain't saying he bang that, bang this. Bruh just saying, hey, bruh. Sometimes he just saying, hey, life is tough, but you get through it. That's it.
100%.
And I say he's an artist that is definitely, although he gets hate, I feel like he's sort of setting an example. And I find that admirable.
And you said his name is Ian?
Someone with a S at the beginning of their name could do.
Oh, I'm about to check him out. Where's he from?
He's from some like in the middle. He's like random. One of those random places like in America.
Like Indiana, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota,
Tennessee,
like
Iowa.
He looked like a
Is he actually?
He might be.
Nah, I don't think he's from the South.
He gotta be.
No,
I see him in Tim's.
He's from St. Louis, Missouri.
Tim's is up north. Oh,
Ian O'Neal Smith. He's 19.
Yeah, we're 19.
Louis was young. Yeah.
That's crazy. How are we older than this man?
He's from Missouri.
Don't you just feel old?
No, not at all.
I do, actually. I feel
Yeah.
old quite often. And then I'll be talking to older people, and they'll be like, well, you're not old. You're young. You can still seize the day and stuff. I'm going to say I feel like working in a high school especially makes it a little difficult for me to get over that, because it's just like these kids taller than me, bigger than me, walking up to me like they about to press me and be like, what's going on, Mr. Grant? And I'll be like, how old are you? 14. Yeah, sit your little ass down, bro.
I was 14.
Exactly. Sit your big ass down, bro. I'm not trying to talk to you right now.
You gotta stand your dominance, bro. You gotta. This is what I do. I just stand my dominance, and they don't mess with me. You know.
What you want me to do, Sydney? Growl at them?
No, bro. Not okay. I'm not saying stand your dominance like that, but
I'm gonna
just
tell
have
you now. Teenage boys, the best way to get respect out of them is to flirt with them.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
No, let's talk about this. I have to know what we're talking about. Let's talk about this.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Teenage boys flirt with everyone. They flirt with their friends. They flirt with girls. Of course, with their friends and other people. It's like,
okay, yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying actually go up to one of them and like stroke them on the chin and be like, yo, you're doing good work. No.
Yeah,
but like one of them was pointing at something on my shirt. I looked down and then he going, lift up my chin. I was like, yo, back up, bruh. But let you do it to them, that shows respect. I'm not gonna lie. Dead serious. It's the weirdest thing. Cause I bend over the wrong way. They're like, oh, he gay. But they can tickle each other and pretend to kiss, and that's not gay.
It's funny.
Okay. I guess I can see that in a sense, because sometimes.
Of course you can.
Okay. Because sometimes I do say
Niggas flirting with me all the time.
Yeah, I do flirt with Nick, and I flirt with Nick and Ian, quite often.
Yeah, he flirts with Ian a lot, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Ian did that earlier today when I did the keyboard. Huh?
I was just asking about the new keyboard.
No, that's the way you
was asking. You be asking me all them questions. And boy was asking a lot of questions.
I just wanted to know the specs, man.
You want to hear it again?
You got this.
Oh yeah.
Go down, baby. Go down.
Welcome back to the keyboard ASMR, Chad.
Oh yes. I might just start ASMR channel. I might just start ASMR. I might do that. No, it's fine.
You could have.
Yeah, but
one night when you're just doing work or typing a paper or something, just your mic really close to your keyboard. Bam.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not lying.
People love ASMR. Post that on YouTube. Easy money, boy. Easy money.
I'll blow up 1 million views at my dang. It's only been 1 day.
Well, hold on now. But easy money. Easy money.
No, 100%. Hey man.
I'm not gonna lie, Sid. You know what I'm saying? We said 2 hours and now my butt getting sore.
Yeah, my bad, bro. Yeah.
What type of chair you sitting on? You gotta get on the couch. That comfy.
Don't say my bad when I say my butt sore, Sid.
No, it's okay. We're about to make it come to an end, though. Don't worry.
Don't tell me it's okay.
You be all right.
All right, Sydney. So, what would you have saying seeing Nick right now has made your whole week?
Yes, he has made my whole week. Wait, no, he is not. No, I get it now. I get it now. No. I take that back.
Take it back.
I take it back. Take it back? That made it worse.
We all boys. We all friends here.
We all boys.
I just don't listen to them. They're very inappropriate men over here.
I'm literally not listening to you.
Oh wow. Okay.
What are we?
Yeah. What are we to you?
What? My first, second.
When am I? What are we?
Okay. Nah, I'm kidding. All right, losers. That'll be it for this wonderful episode today. Big shout out to Ian, Nick, and Ionis for joining on this wonderful podcast. Much appreciated. Oh, so now you want to come out? Okay. But anyway,
Nick came out.
Nothing. He didn't say anything. Okay. But seriously, yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Is there anything you guys would like to say before we end it?
Stay in school, guys. Stay in school. Get your diploma. Yes. Donald Trump is president.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, a man is president.
Yep, that is true. He is president of the United States of America for 4 years. Yes.
Yeah. Shout out Mama though.
So are we still recording?
Yeah, we're recording. I'm recording now. This the outro.
Oh. Stay true to yourself and do not be highly influenced.
Amen. Preach it. Ian, what you got for the young people with today's generation?
Keep being cool, and if somebody doesn't think you're cool, as long as you think you're cool, then you're pretty cool.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. That was some very inspiration. That was some good inspiration, man. That was beautiful.
That is, yeah.
Know your limits.
Yeah, know your limits.
Shut up.
Okay.
Do you like me better than Drake?
I love you. I love you so much. But
not better than Drake.
In the meantime, I didn't bring it up this time, Nick. I didn't bring it up this time. He said it.
Know your limits.
Know your limits. But in the meantime, remember, stay humble. Stay hopeful. Until then.
Oh, hell no.
Sit this out.
I would look and get that tattoo on my body. If I met someone who had that tattoo on their body, I think I would think they're cool.
Thank you. So I appreciate that.
I know
why
somebody.
Are you saying thank you?
I know somebody that has a tattoo.